Why do some men resist marriage coaching? Man, I get that question all the time. If I hadn't had the opportunity to meet you, my name is Coach PK, and I've had the opportunity to work with couples for a couple of decades and be involved in the local community and just work alongside people and really in their marriage relationships. And that question comes up all the time. I can't get my husband to come get coached. We both want to be there, but maybe he'll come one time and then he falls off. Well, that's not necessarily your problem. What it is men don't like being in that environment where we're always kind of reflecting on the past, where we have messed up, all the things that we've been doing that we've fallen short. And most of us, especially men, struggle with sometimes not being enough. So why would we want to walk into an environment that's really kind of trapped us to do that? Now, the biggest difference between coaching and therapy, which therapy is needed, but coaching is, man, we're going to look forward facing. Like, where are we going? Where are we at? Where are we going? What are tools that we can use to get to the place that we feel like we can really, really thrive at? Where therapy is really going to dig into the past and dig into all the things that have caused you to think the way you think, to operate, to function, and all those things. And that is needed. But when we come in an environment where we're working together, man, we want to be looking at things. What can we build together to move forward? So it's very difficult for men to walk into an environment where we feel like we're just going to focus on that I didn't take the trash out, that I did the dishes wrong, and that's still an argument in my house after 23 years of marriage. I feel dishes are done when they're put in the cabinets. My wife leaves them out on the counter, so I'll come up and be like, hey, fam, you gonna finish doing dishes? She's like, they done to me. So that's been a 23-year argument, but I'm not gonna die on that mountain, fam. But one of the things that we've built our marriage coaching around is keeping both people in the room, husband and wife, keeping them both connected in the room. Because we're not gonna just focus on shortcomings, we're gonna focus on future. And one of the ways we do that is by using something called the SYMBIS, which stands for Save Your Marriage Before It Starts. It's a great curriculum that's been around for decades. Hundreds of coaches, thousands of couples have been impacted by it. And I've used it for over a decade. And what it does, you take an assessment where you take that assessment, both of you separate, you can't cheat. And then it kicks back like 16 pages of data. And then what we do with that data is walk through it page by page. And we're going to find out how you see the world, how you function in the world, how you love, how you receive love. Maybe some of you don't, right? We're going to really dig down. So it's not like we're not going to be guessing. You know, sometimes you walk into a coaching situation and like you're at Vegas, man, I hope we get it right. We're not speculating. We're not guessing. We're taking data from your assessment and walking it step by step to understand how you see the world, understand how you function, the powerlessness in that. And what couples that I've worked with for years, what they come away with is really a sense of belonging in their own relationship. I'm not trying to be anybody else's relationship, but when you can really drill in and drill down on how your spouse ticks, they understand how you operate, how y'all function together as a unit, then your future, man, you can do things that you've been dreaming about. You'll get to those goals. You'll hit those milestones. But man, if every argument and every tension is because I don't understand that person and they're wrong for being there, then we're going to have a lot of arguments. We're going to be in trouble a lot. But that blueprint really helps us understand how they tick, how they function, why they got there. Now, this doesn't give us a pass to not grow and move forward and continue to get better. But when it comes to your marriage relationship, man, understanding how somebody functions and how they operate is huge. It's monumental in terms of your marriage relationship. And so, man, and the great thing about Hope and I, when we got married, it wasn't all roses and rainbows when we got together, man. She walked away from her family that had some resistance to marry me. I grew up poor, couldn't read till I was 13. I was adopted. And so she was raised on the farm, milking goats and riding horses. And I was raised in the city. You know, you bring this interracial couple from two different worlds, and then we had to blend it. So we coach from a place of experience, not from a textbook, not from a podcast, and not from a book. All those things are helpful, but we're teaching from real life experiences. Having three daughters, that we're navigating through. Yeah, three. I said three. Pray for your boy, right? And so, three girls are navigating this world of how they see themselves, and are they black? Are they white? What are they? Like, how do they navigate through all these things? And so, from blended families, and it's just knowing how you function and knowing how you operate. Hope and I wouldn't be as successful in our marriage, and we're far from perfect, but we understand the worlds that we come from, and that's because of tools like the SYMBIS. So, man, if you're sitting there in your relationship, you're like, man, I want more. We're doing okay, but there's another level to this thing. There's more that we can get to. There's a higher place. We want to coach, but he won't go. I love an opportunity to have that opportunity to coach you guys. So, man, if you like something, comment here. We're starting a community. We'll be launching in a few weeks. Love for you to be a part of that in any way. But always remember, keep building a marriage that's intentional, that's connected, and that's vibrant. We'll talk to you soon, fam.